Say it again. I record it now.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming today to join my presentation online demo. My name is Tam. I'm from Toronto, Canada, and I have my background is health science, and I have 23 years of working with CIF Toronto Department of Public Health in health promotion and prevention. So today I'm very honored to be here with you guys and share this amazing technology, water technology. And I'm gonna go quite quick because we are behind schedule. I do have a full presentation that I did last week that if you're interested, I can send you a link for a replay watch. Otherwise, we're gonna go ahead and show you what this water is all about. For some of you might already know what this water is about, but so I'm gonna go very quick, okay? So the agenda today is first we're gonna talk about important water in your health and different types of water we can compare, and the Kangen technology, what's so special about this technology that actually improve and promotes health, and we have discussion and questions. So as you know, our body is over 72% water. Every function in the body requires water, and you lose water every day from perspiration, metabolism, skin, evaporation, digestion, and excretions, which is urination. And sometimes we forget that our body is water. So when we drink and to replenish, because we lose water every day, right? Every breath we take, we lose water, right? So the water that we replenish our body with is usually just tap water, bottled water. If you're health conscious, and just juice, soda, coffee, alcohol, and beer. Some of these things actually dehydrate you more, especially like alcohol and coffee. And we lose water. So dehydration is a big issue, and it's actually the cause of many chronic illnesses. And that's the reason why I introduced you to this book. This book is it's one of the bestseller, over million copies, and he talks about the body, and it's titled "Your Body's Many Cries for Water." Basically, he said that you're not sick, you're thirsty, so don't treat thirst with medications. So a lot of sickness and chronic illnesses as a result of dehydration. Every day over time, you start to get sick. So if you ask your doctor, he would say 8 to 12 glasses a day, and not a lot of us don't even drink that much, right? Sometimes we wait until we're thirsty, then we drink. When you're thirsty, you're just basically already dehydrated. And so water is very important for the body, as you can see. A lot of times when we think about health, we think of supplements, we think of eating healthy, we're thinking of all kinds of diets out there that promote health, protein diet, keto diet, Atkins diet, right? So it's all about food, but in fact, water is more important. You can live without food for like 5-6 days, but without water for 3 days, you perish. So water is very essential to life. And so the type of water we drink is very toxic, a lot of chemicals and things like that. So in my mind, this water that I would be introduced to you is the best water there is for health. And because of the antioxidation, high in alkalinity, it's microcluster, and it's filtered, which eliminates a lot of contaminants in the tap water that we drink every day or we use every day. Okay, so if you say, well, let's talk about different types of water we drink every day, right? So we're talking about bottled water. Bottled water is actually, we think that's pure. It has that perception that it's pure because it's bottled, right? But in fact, it's very contaminated. In fact, there's a study here that we say, they studied 10 brands in the US of bottled water, and they found like on average 38 chemicals. Sorry, they found 38 chemicals in this bottled water, in the bottle that they test, and on average 8 contaminants, and some of them actually have it's a cancer-linked chemicals. So you can see that it's not It's not as pure as we think. Not only that, plastic leaching is a big thing. If water sits in this plastic for a long time, there is a chemical reaction with the water, the plastic. So it's plastic leaching. It leach estrogen and all the other chemicals. Not only that, 93% of bottled water is actually contaminated with microplastics. There's a study, a global study, that found that on average, globally speaking, on average, there are 325 plastic particles in each of the bottled water, right? So we're actually drinking a lot of plastic. In fact, they say that if you drink water exclusively, then you can be consuming about the size of a credit card of plastic you put into your body. And so those are the slides that I shared. This is the plastic leaching and microplastic, 93%, 325 particles. If you see all the familiar brand names there are, and in fact, CBC actually did a study, and you can actually ingesting 5 grams per week, which is equivalent to a credit card of ingesting plastics. And plastic is also very bad for the environment. It's not biodegradable. 450 years before it can disintegrate into the body, and of course, there's oceans and other stuff. So now, plastic. In fact, if you say that the 64% of bottled water in the market, it's actually filtered water, tap water filtered, and they sell you for a hefty price. So you can see that it's not very good. So then we're talking about municipal water. And if you look at this, the treatment, this is the diagram for water treatment in the treatment plants. So you can see that they don't really filter anything except for through sand and gravel filter. And also they add chemicals, coagulants to coagulate the organic matter here. Chlorine, they put chlorine like twice. And then also fluoride, mostly good for your teeth, like teeth decay and stuff like that. But so chlorine, fluoride has actually been known to be linked to cancer and things like that. So because of the trihalomethanes, THMs, carcinogens, right? So you can see that it's really bad. Chlorine is really bad. Now, our machine, okay, so you can see chlorine, actually there's a lot of studies about chlorine, how it's linked to colorectal cancer and bladder cancer and things like that. Chlorine, in fact, it's not the chlorine that kills you, it's byproduct of chlorine. The byproduct is chloroform. Chloroform is actually, so chlorine is an oxidizing agent, right? And it breaks the cell walls of any organic matter. And that's the reason why it kills bacteria and stuff like that. So any organic cell, it will break. And so when you swim, when you touch chlorine, your body is also made of organic cells, right? So it will basically breaks and kills all your cells in your body as well. And in the process, it creates chloroform, which is the byproduct. And chloroform is considered carcinogens. So let's say I'm going to do a little demo about chlorine. So here I have tap water. First, let me stop the share so you can see my screen better. Can you see my screen better? Okay, so you can put in a speaker view so you can see my screen more clearly, okay? I should do the same. Okay, so here is tap water. So tap water we use every day for cooking, for showering, for doing all the washing vegetables and things like that, right? So it's all organic. So here it's tap water. I divided it into three cups of chlorinated water. So here I have a chlorine tester. So I put the 5 drops, and if it turns yellow, it has chlorine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see it's turning yellow. Can you see the yellow?
Very clear, Cham. We see
It's
it.
clear? Okay. So now this cups here, we shower, we wash our face every day, right? We use it to wash the vegetable. We touch it all the time. So here, what I'm trying to represent is the chlorine touching our skin. So when we go swimming and things like that, the skin will be contacted with chlorine, right? And chlorine is also used for washing vegetables and stuff like that. So here is my vegetables. I use chlorinated water to wash. Okay. Now I'm taking it out. So now the chlorine has been come in contact with all organic cells. So this is the cup. And now if we retest this 2 cups here, my skin, shower, and vegetables, you can see the difference in the 3 cups, right? The middle one is chlorinated water, and the other 2 is nothing. So that means that chlorine has been transformed into chloroform in here. So this is the water that you're going to be putting into your pot and cook, right? And eat, and sometimes even drink. So every time you drink chlorinated water, the chlorine goes into your throat and your digestive system. It turns into chloroform, which is like a carcinogen. And then you'll be basically ingesting chloroform. And if you see that article earlier about going swimming, it was like the major exposure of chloroform, because the evaporation of chlorine you inhale, right? When you swim, you inhale the smell of the chlorine, right? So the chlorine is volatile, right? So it evaporates. It goes into your lungs and it turns all into chloroform. Not only that, your skin is come in contact with it, and sometimes you drink some pool water, right? So and chlorine in the pool is much higher than chlorine in the tap even, right? So you can see that as you can imagine, the exposure of chloroform that we have in our body. So this machine is equipped with a filter that is very special, and it removes all the contaminants. So I'm going to take it out, very simple to replace. This filter is actually proprietary technology from Japan, and it's a combination of 3 filtration technology. You have the calcium sulfide, you have the activated carbon, and you have mechanical filter. So when water goes through here, it removes all the chlorine and some inorganic matters. It also removes heavy metals such as lead and mercury, as well as it's antibacterial. It removes all the bacteria and microbes, and also improve taste and odor. So therefore, pure water, come out from this filter. But the very special thing about this filter is it keeps the minerals, and that is essential to your health. If you know about health, then minerals such as calcium, magnesium, potassium, all those minerals are actually essential to your health. Without it, you have all kinds of problems. And I have shown you some of the studies in the WHO, which is the WHO, where they have studied that.
How was your test in the minerals?
Yeah. So that's my next step, right? So this water actually retains minerals, right? So if you know that not most, but 63% of the water sold in the market is actually filtered water, and the technology they use is reverse osmosis, which is it's very good membrane that filters a lot of things, but basically it filters out, and the water just become a dead water. It's just H2O, nothing in it, right? No minerals, nothing. And in fact, as you said, minerals is very essential to your health. So here are some of the filter water that I have here. These 3 brands are actually very most selling brand in the world. Dasani, which is from Coca-Cola, Aquafina from Pepsi Cola, and Smart Water, which is from Coca-Cola as well. Smart Water actually is distilled water. So distilled water, as you know, there's no minerals either. So I'm going to test the mineral content of these water. As you can see, Aquafina. So as you know, minerals are ions and it conducts electricity, right? So when we have, that's why, you know, when you have when we have you know, rain, thunderstorm, everyone have to clear the pool. I used to be a lifeguard, so I know that. So why do you have to clear the pool in rain? Because in case there's thunder, lightning, which is electricity, it will execute the whole pool, right? Everyone in the pool. So that's the reason why we have to evacuate the pool and to clear the pool. So that's because there's chlorine and minerals in the water, the pool water, that conduct electricity, right? So here is Kangen water. So I'm going to just compare these filter water. So this is also filter water, right? But the filter water, the difference is our filter water has minerals. So here I have a light. Okay, can we see? Yeah. So if the light, if there's a negative and positive, right? If there's minerals, then the light basically conduct electricity, right? So it basically completes the circuit, and you get the light. The light bulb will light up, right? Would light up. So so now I'm gonna dip it in here, Aquafina. You don't see the light turn on, right? Smart water, light doesn't turn on. The Sally, the light doesn't turn on, right? Now Kangen water. You can see the light comes on, right? So this tells you that this water, Kangen water, go through the filter, but it keeps the minerals, and that's what makes it healthy, because it's mineral. Like, I mean, in the market, if you look at bottled water and it says mineralized water or mineral water, it comes with a price, right? It's not cheap. And here we got natural minerals as well, not the man-made minerals that people that they put into some of the water. Okay, so so that is the mineral content. So I'm gonna explain to you this machine. Okay, this machine is made from Japan, 100%. In the market, there's no other company that makes this machine from A to Z. We call it OEM, right? Original Equipment Manufacturer. They has been around for over 45 years in the market, and in 2003 they start to distribute it to the world, basically global market. And right now they have 23 service centers all over the world with 40 offices serving for 174 countries who, you know, that they distribute the machines. So the machine has been used for 174 countries. So this machine, this company, Enagic, is actually rated like A+ in BBB, which is like Better Business Bureau. You can see that the company has integrity. You can buy the machine, and you know that there are service centers near you that you can send the machine for service. So the quality, anything about Japan is great as well, and they don't outsource anything. As I said, this is OEM, right? So this machine is actually over the years has been certified by ISOs and by the Water Quality Association, WQA, right? WQA is actually a nonprofit organization that certifies water quality, and it's this is, you can see the seal right here, the gold seal right here. So it's a very strict standard for evaluation of that certification. So this filter, as I said, it's actually it follows the standard NSF standard 61, which is 300 pages of guidelines that you have to follow, including NSF guidelines in there as well for lead and removing bacteria and all this stuff. Right? So this filter, once the water goes through the filter, it goes through. Actually, so I forgot about the certification for ISO as well. ISO, Water Quality Association, is certifying the water. Okay, but the scrap and shift, which is the manufacturing and the longevity and the quality of the machine, is also being certified by ISO. So we have 3 ISO certification. One is quality, which is 9001. 14001 is for environmental friendly, and the third one is which is very prestigious, and that's no other company has, is certified as a medical device. In Canada, you can actually buy it under a medical program. That basically a assistance program that you can buy and pay over 5 years because it's a medical device, right? So when water goes through the filter, it cleans all the stuff as I mentioned, and then it goes through this electrolysis plates. These plates are made of medical grade titanium, 99.97% titanium, medical grade titanium. Why is it medical grade? Those are the titanium that graft your bones when you have like a fracture and things like that. So it's inserted to your body, right? That's the medical grade titanium that we have, solid plate. It is the biggest plate, surface area in the industry. And the plate is also coated with platinum, which is white gold. The reason why they use these two alloys is because it conducts electricity very well. There's no loss of heat, and also it doesn't oxidize or rust. And so there's no moving parts in this machine at all. So that's the reason why anything you have moving parts, there's also wear and tear, right? You know, anything moving is wear and tear. There's no wear and tear in this machine. The machine lasts for 15 to 25 years. And that's like, I mean, this we can believe because the company's been around for 46 years, right? So there are machines out there that last that long. So after the machines go through this electrolysis chamber with the electricity, it will produce 7 different types of water. Okay, so clean water. Now the water go through electrolysis chamber and it being restructured. When it's restructured, it basically splits the molecules, water molecules and ions into alkaline and acidic water. So alkaline goes to the top holes and acidic water go to the bottom holes, and with different pH. Okay, so pH basically determine whether it's acidic or alkaline. So you can see, let me plug it in. And so this machine, it comes with 5 different languages, or is it 7? Yeah, 5 different languages. So you can actually set to Chinese if you like, and things like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't have Vietnamese right now, but it has. Let me get the wire. Special about this machine also, so you can see that this is how it looks like. This model is one model below the latest model, which is a K8. This is the platinum, which is 7 electrolysis plate. This machine makes different type of water, right? As you can see, there are 3 drinking water with pH 8.5, 9, 9.5, and it toggles.
Kangen water, 9.0.
So it tells you.
Kangen water, 9.5.
Yeah. So these are drinking water, and you can show whoever introduced you to show you how to use and drink this water. But what's special about these 3 types of drinking water is it's antioxidant. It is microclustered, and it has rich in minerals, of course. And it's also very high alkaline, as you can see, up to 9.5, which is a safe pH level for drinking. And they have a 7.0 water for neutral water, which is clean water for medications, prescribed medications, as well as a baby formula. And it says on here, and then the 6.0 is beauty water. And beauty water, what it does is it's pH balance to your skin, so it basically beautify your skin. It's also rich in minerals, and it's also microcluster, so you know it hydrates your skin. So when your body and your skin is hydrated, you know it repairs your skin, and it helps balance the pH. if you know, like a baby, you know, when you have a lot of water, it comes out, the baby skin is so nice because it's full of water, right? So this water is microcluster. So the clustering of the water, H2O, is very small that it actually can absorb into your skin and it hydrates your skin much better. And the pH is basically the same thing as toner that you, if you have, you know, ladies buy out there, you know, when you wash your face, it's very alkaline. You remove all the oil, right? And you know, your makeup and stuff like that, which is very oily. So you remove all the oil and leaves your skin very dry. So now you have to use toner to tone that pH, right? So it's very alkaline when you wash. Oil removes, high alkaline soap and stuff like that remove oils, right? So now you have to replenish your pH balance your skin again by using toner. So this is natural toner, or you can do without, you know, save a lot of money on toner, natural toner. Okay, and then the very special 2.5 water.
Acidic water.
Strong acidic water. Strong acidic water, every time you press strong acidic water, the bottom hose is acidic and the top hose is alkaline, strong alkaline. Strong alkaline is 11.5 and strong acidic is 2.5. 2.5 acidic is actually true hypochlorous acid. This acid is actually very safe, and your body actually produces hydrochloric acid is hydrochloric acid as well, right? So basically it disinfects, so you can use it for scrape and wounds and things like that, skin conditions, and also disinfecting your house and, you know, general disinfecting. You can actually gargle for strep throat and things like that, which is fairly safe. So this 2.5 is actually used in Japan. Right now, there are over 250 hospitals in Japan has this technology they use to disinfect, you know, medical equipments and things like that. And, you know, people who, doctors or surgeons, before they operate, they use this 2.5 to wash. And I have videos that you can, that shows you, you know, in the hospital, how they use in the hospital in Japan, because it's considered a medical device. And right now it's being endorsed in Japan. Over 6,600 doctors endorse this type of technology for their patient care. So in the market, you know, they say, oh yeah, we can make water that's like 2.5 pH or 2.6 pH, right? Actually, 2.5 is actually better than 2.6. 2.6 is the minimum FDA approved for hydrochloric acid to disinfect, right? So for us, it's 2.5, which is more potent and more, it's even better than the guidelines. But in anyways, in the market, there is no other machine that can make this type of disinfecting water. Why? Because we use a special water called salt water, sodium chloride, right? This salt container actually enhance the electrolysis to make strong alkaline and strong acidic water for medical use. Now the 11.5, while taking the 2.5 for disinfecting, 11.5 is a very strong alkaline and is used for remove pesticides and you know, oil, emulsify oil, so you can use it to clean your countertops and your cooking countertop, because of all the oil and from the fries and things like that. And you can wash vegetables to remove pesticides, I said, herbicides, and also you know, all the stuff. So I'm gonna let's basically do a little demo of the different type of water that I just told you. So first, I'm gonna show you the 3 properties of the drinking water, why it helps your health, right? With that I mentioned. So it's high in antioxidant, as well as high in alkaline, and it's microclustered. Okay, so what is antioxidant? If you know, our body is full of free radicals. The free radicals come from anywhere from processed food you eat, from the stress that you put to your body, even naturally, you know, any inflammation or your white blood cells working in your body, fighting your immune system, also produce like free radicals. Right? Free radicals is actually very oxidizing, right? So Now, when you're talking about food, there's certain food that you eat that can be antioxidant. But here, this water is immediate antioxidant, right? So when you let's say you eat like blueberries and things like that has high antioxidant, so you need to be digesting, and it goes into your system, and it has this antioxidation effect, right? Cod liver oil, things like that. But this water, it's right away. You drink it, it's microclustered, absorbed right into your body, along with other antioxidant, and it can neutralize a lot of these free radicals. So how do you even know and measure antioxidation? So here I have different type of water. Believe it or not, the water you drink is also very oxidizing to your body. So I'm going to test the different types of water. Okay, I'm going to line it up so it's easy for you to see. This is tap water. This is tap water, and even the alkaline water that's sold in the market. So can you see better? Can you see okay? All right. So here, so I'm going to use different. I'm going to have an apparatus, a device that actually measure antioxidation. So if you can see here, I'm not sure if you can see. You can see the scale. What I have here is an ORP machine. Okay, O stands for oxidation, R stands for reduction, and P is potential. So the potential to oxidize or potential to reduce. Okay, so here I'm gonna. This is old water, so if you put it aside. Sorry. So I'm going to pour water, all this water in, okay? Before, long time ago, when I started this, I said water is it's actually like oxidizing, like, because you think that water, it's pure, it has no, it's colorless, and like how bad can it be, right? Especially when it's filtered or purified, right? But in fact, it's very oxidizing. And this machine here measure in millivolts, which is electrolytes, the electrolytes in the water, and you can see what I mean by measuring the ORP. So if you see the, let me share you the screen of the ORP, and then you can see. So this water here represents all the water in the market. You have carbonated water, you have distilled water, you have filtered water, you have mineral water, you have tap water, you even have like special alkaline water that's in the market, and you have the Kangen water. So all the water that you can that we all consume every day, right? We all drink water, so I'm sure one of these water is the water that you drink every day. Okay, so here is the ORP machine. So let's measure this. So you can see if it's positive value, it's measured in millivolts, by the way. So you don't see the negative inside, the negative in front. That means it's positive, right? So right now this is positive 286. Okay, that's pure water. Now smart water is also very oxidizing at close to 276 millivolts. Here is Aquafina, also 280, 290, 300, right? Dasani, also filtered water. Coca-Cola, okay. San Bernardino, which is the spring water from the Alps in Italy. So similar to Fiji or anything like that, where you have the glacial water. So here it's still oxidizing. This is good water, good minerals water, and it's still very oxidizing at 270. So now tap water, 3 something. You know why? You know why it's so high? Because of the chlorine level. Chlorine is actually oxidizing, right? As you see, that's why it kills bacteria and stuff like that. So this tap water has chlorine and it's really high, right? So compared to all the other ones. Now, the alkaline water that we buy at Walmart is very oxidizing as well, positive to 385. So now look at this. You see the negative in front, right? So that is the anti-oxidation effect. So it's minus. Why? Because it's have a lot of free hydrogen, free active hydrogen in the water that can neutralize a lot of these articles. So let's say you go outside and you drink this, right? You drink this water. So now when you come home, you have alkaline, right? So this, as you said, if this water has the ability to basically have an anti-oxidation effect, then it should be so, right? So here I'm using tap water, which is a very strong oxidation, right? So right now, this is the original water that machine that we take in, right? So it's 300 something. So now watch the number when I pour anti-oxidation water in here, okay? It becomes minus. You see that? So that tells you that that this water has anti-oxidation effect. That's what it means by that, right? So because of the electrolytes in the water from the active hydrogen, and right now there are a lot of medical studies, like over 500 medical studies, talking about research and talk about hydrogen-rich water and how it helps, you know, how it promotes health and cure all kinds of sickness. And that is the reason why this water has the ability to promote health, because of the anti-oxidation effect. If you have any questions, please comment, and then Annie is the moderator. She will keep track of that, and then she will basically tell me to answer the questions, okay? Frankie and other people, because I know you guys are all muted, so you can be talking. Okay, so that's the first property of this water. Now the second property of the drinking water, again, right, is the alkaline. Why alkaline is good for your body? Alkaline is actually 80% of the food we eat every day. It's actually very acidic. Even the drink, as you see, right, is acidic. So our body actually takes in a lot of acidic, and the body basically has a natural way to balance the pH in your body, right? So, for example, your blood is 7.36 to 7.45. That's the pH range, which is slightly alkaline. So our body functions in an alkaline environment, right? And so the food we eat is acidic. 80% of the food we eat, if you look at the food chart, right? 80% of the food you eat is acidic, especially like meat and animal product is all very acidic because of the protein, right? Protein are basically what? Made of amino acids, right? Amino acid, right? You hear that word, right? So when you metabolize a protein, you create a lot of nitrogenous waste, which is through your urine and stuff like that. So that's why when you pee, they call it uric acid, right? Urine. So your body is constantly fighting, trying to keep the balance, right? So your kidney and your liver are working really hard to detoxify and try to keep that balance. For a kid, they, as you see, teenager, they eat anything and they don't get fat, they don't get all kinds of sickness and pain, joint pains and all that stuff, right? But as we grow older, our bodies start to degenerate, right? Our organs start to degenerate. It doesn't work as efficient as before, and you start to get all kinds of chronic sickness because you continue to bombard ourselves with all these acidic foods, right? So even the water is acidic. So here I have pH indicator. So you can see water is water, right? So why is it acidic? Well, watch and see. This is pure water, 5 drops. 5 drops. Here is a chart, as you can see. If it's like yellow or orange, that's acidic, right? Now, this is spring water from Italy. It will be neutral. You see, it's actually slightly alkaline because of the mineral content, right? Now we have here tap water. Tap water is usually neutral as well. Reason why is the municipal, they actually put chemical in there to neutralize the water, what we call lye, right? To neutralize the water, because if it's too acidic, it will rust the pipes and things like that. So you know, public health actually put the, no, that's, sorry, that's wrong. It's an old cup with contamination. I'll get a new cup. Tap water should not be acidic. It should be neutral. Wow, my tap water is acidic. That's weird. Okay, so here is my here is the alkaline water of the in the market. See, it says 9.5. The color kind of match, but it's not as purple as our Kangen water. You see the purple, right? So here you can see that most of the water is very acidic, right? So let's say you go outside and you drink all this, and you know, because you have no other choice, right? Because there's no Kangen water. Now you go home, you have a machine, right? So when you drink this Kangen water actually has the ability to neutralize the acidity in your body as well as in the this water, right? So here, just a little bit of that, it becomes acidic. I mean, alkaline. This water can alkalize all the acidic water that. So just a little bit of each, and you can see that it alkalizes all the acidity in the water. However, except for this water, watch this. It tried to alkalize. Let me just give you. This is really interesting. You see this? It's yellow, right? So it's very acidic. So watch. I'm going to pour Kangen water in. See, it tried to alkalize and it acidified right away. See that? See? Reason why is this is carbonated water. Carbonated. Actually, I met someone who I did a demo. She has a carbonating machines at home. So everything she drinks, she makes carbonated water. And it's crazy. Her juice, she put it in the carbonated machine, and she can have like all this sizzle and bubble orange juice, right? Which is very acidic. And she doesn't know, of course, you know, after seeing the demo, she stopped. So you can see this is very acidic water. Just a little bit of this, it will acidify all this water. See, even this, see that? So carbonated water is very acidic. So the reason why is carbon dioxide. What is that? Carbon dioxide is something that your body, when you breathe out, right? Your body expels. It's a waste, body waste, right? So now you take the carbon dioxide right back into your body, and so that you can you know, feel, you think that you actually have you know, help digestion and stuff like that, but in fact, if you just acidify your body. In fact, if you drink 1 cup of carbonated water, you have to drink the equivalent of 32 cups of alkaline water to neutralize the acidity. That's how bad it is. So now you may ask, so what's the difference between the alkaline water that you buy for a price? Actually, today somebody has shared that in Walmart in the States, this costs like $4.40 a bottle like this. $4.40, guys, not just like, you know, $1, right? 4 times the other water, and it's advertised as 9.5 pH, right? And the pH, the water, the alkaline water here is actually not natural alkaline water. It's actually from you know, man-made minerals. So our water is actually alkaline, and so we're gonna test to see the stability of the alkalinity in the water, right? So because it's man-made minerals, the alkalinity is not stable. In fact, it can be acidified very easily. So here, let me get this straw. So Annie, can you show the? So I'm gonna breathe into this, right? My breath is carbon dioxide, as I explained, the carbonated water. So my breath is carbon dioxide, and carbon dioxide, when it's mixed with this alkaline water, it will acidify the water, right? Just like how you saw earlier, right? Carbonated water is very acidic, right? So I'm making, basically using my breath, I'm making carbonated water, right? So here, I'm gonna start with the 9.5 in the market. Annie, do you have a stopwatch timer?
I do. I have it. I've
Okay.
been talking. Okay.
Okay. So, show the people.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Yes.
Well, okay. Tell me when.
Go. Go. Hey, you don't put the purple in. How can you blow it?
Silly me.
You don't put a pH indicator yellow.
Oh my gosh. That is so silly. Is it? Okay, when is it gonna be yellow?
Yeah, what you pick up from it? Okay.
Uh-oh. I'm almost done because I've done so many demos. But okay, let's see. We're gonna have very little, so just to be fair, I'm gonna have the same amount of water, okay? With the alkaline water. That's so silly. That's actually the first time I did that, eh?
No, you did it last time too, and I remind you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's your system.
I get overexcited. Okay, so 4 drop, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now equal volume and equal amount of indicator. Okay, so here my breath is gonna acidify and change this into yellow. Okay,
Ready?
so tell me when.
1, 2, 3, go. Go.
Okay.
Okay, stop.
How many seconds is that?
7.
7 seconds. Okay. Now our alkaline water. Okay, tell me when.
Okay, go.
How many seconds is that?
Okay, 11.
7 seconds, it's acidified. 11 seconds is still alkaline. So you can see how stable and true alkaline water we have, right? And it's costs 0.02 cents a gallon. That's a 1/5 of a cent per gallon. That we're talking about the cost of the filter, the cost of the water, the cost of maintenance, and the cost of electricity all add up together. That's how much it costs, 0.2 cents a gallon. And I have a study, I have a comparison chart that I can show you. So you can see that this is true alkaline water. Okay, so the third property is microcluster. What is microcluster? It is, when I first heard this, I said, what is that, right? I had no idea what that was. Basically, I'm going to share my screen so that you can see. I'm just basically sip through my presentation here, so you can. I do apologize.
Oh, you're doing fine.
Okay, microcluster. So if you know, what? Hold on, what's going on? Okay, as you know, water is dipolar molecule, right? So it has both ends. It's like, north and south pole kind of thing, right? So you have the positive end, which is the hydrogen end, and the negative end, which is the oxygen side, right? So that's the structure of water. So water actually doesn't exist by itself, but it's joined together, it links together, the positive and negative ends links together. These bonds are called the weak van der Waals forces, right? As you know, it's a grade 9 physics. So the longer the water is stagnant, like this bottled water, right? Let's say spring water, right? Spring water is very good at the source, right? Because it's moving, it's flowing, it's living, it has a lot of minerals, right? But then it becomes bottled. Once it's bottled, it takes almost like 6 months for us before it can come to for you to drink, right? So 6 months is sitting in here, these bonds actually forming, right? The longer, the more stagnant and still the water is, the bigger these bonds, we call it clustering, right? Here's a cluster of 3 molecules. So in fact, you can see these are the stoichiometry of the water, and you can see that it has different shapes and things like that. Sometimes the cluster can go up to like 100 molecules, 250, 328 molecules per cluster, right? So it can be really, really clustering, right? So when it's clustered like that, the level of hydration is very low. So it doesn't hydrate your body as well if you have a smaller cluster. So that is the discovery of Dr. Peter Ager, and he won the Nobel Prize for finding this in 2003. He found that not all water can absorb into your body easy or hydrate your body easily. So you can see that here is the clustering of the water, and the water, if the water is too clustered like this, it's not easily absorbed into your body. And how your cell absorb water is through this channel called water channels, and he coined it aquaporins, right? Aqua means water, porins like pore, right? So water.
We didn't see your screen, Antam.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I have to share that with you. Sorry about that. Should I go back and do it again? No. Oh, this time you guys didn't even tell me. Okay, so here is what we call aquaporins, right? Aquaporins are basically water channels that the water has small microcluster. It can go through the channels and it can move in and out easy through osmosis, right? So when the water flow easy in your body, then of course, because your body is 72% water, right? So it functions better, it moves better, it detoxifies better, it delivers nutrients better, it eliminates waste better, because your cell basically work better, right? So the level of hydration is super hydrated. And because of that, if you're made of trillions of cells in your body, right? So when just each single cell is hydrated and works well, then it will basically has the ability to correct itself, correct all the deficiencies of health, right? So because of degenerate, as I said, we get over acidic, and we can't get rid of the waste easier when you get older, things like that. But because now your body has this water, it flows better and basically corrects all the deficiencies of health, and it I shouldn't say cures sicknesses, but basically it prevents sickness and promotes health, I should say. So that is the property of hydration. So how do you improve that? So basically, how is the water hydrated, first of all? So the more, as I said, the more stagnant the water is, the more clustering, so the less hydrating it is, right? But how water, when you have moving water or living water, like in the stream or spring, that water is very hydrating because it's moving. When it moves, you have like molecules, like you have this something called shear force, right? In physics, shear force is basically almost like a friction, right? So all the molecules are moving like this, so it breaks the bonds. So the bonds are smaller, so it's more hydrating. That's why spring water is good at the source, of course, not like in the bottle after 6 months, right? So you can see that the more stagnant the water is the worse it is. So through electricity, through the technology of electrolysis, electricity actually breaks these bonds, right? So to make it smaller clusters. So they said that regular fountain water or tap water is like the molecule is like 15 to 25 molecules per cluster, right? So it's clustering 15 to 25 molecules. Now, when it goes into electrolysis process, because of electricity, it breaks the bonds to become smaller cluster, right? So now it's more hydrating water, right? So we call it microcluster. So let's test that. So how do you know if the water is hydrating, right? It's microcluster. Here I have tea, right? Normally when you brew your tea, you have to heat up the water, right? So
change the screen, anh Tâm. Change the screen.
Okay, thank you. Okay, here I have green tea, organic green tea. Now, sometimes people say, "Oh, my tea doesn't work or whatever. It doesn't change the color," because the tea is actually not organic. Number one, it has a lot of coloring, food coloring, right? So they all change color, whatever, right? And also, when loose tea that's outside, it's actually oxidizing, right? The air is oxidizing, right? So tea in a special pouch like this is aluminum pouch, right? So it keeps the freshness and it prevents oxidizing. So now the tea is actually organic and is pure, right? So this is you can see the aluminum foil here to prevent oxidation. So here is good tea, okay? So here, let's see that I'm gonna use mineral water that we think that is hydrating, right? Now I'm gonna show you that it's not as hydrating as you think. So I'm gonna pour it here, 1 cup, 2 cups, right? And now I'm gonna use Kangen water, which is super hydrating. 1 cup and 2 cups. So when you brew the tea, you actually boil the water, right? When you boil the water, when you add heat to the system, the molecule vibrates and it breaks the bonds, right? Like the vibration, like Brownian motion, water just moving around, right? So when you heat it up, it actually breaks the bonds, right? So now it becomes microcluster. And then when you brew your tea, it actually absorbs and it basically takes out the nutrients and it penetrates right into the T cells, right? So now here, regular water, cold water, you don't see it turns into yellow, right? Because it's not microcluster. So I'm gonna dip 3 times for each water, okay? 1, 2, 3. You see the color? So the water is so microcluster that it breaks the T cells and it actually extracts all the nutrients from the tea leaves. So now it's because it's wet, right? Try it again. 1, 2, 3. It doesn't turn yellow, right? Now Kangen water. 1, 2, 3. You see the difference? In fact, 1 bag like this, you can make 32 bags of favorite, tea of yours, and it's still good. You can reuse this bag. In fact, if you're gonna, I'm gonna have 2 bottles here, right? You can see that I'm gonna just take a little bit, a few drops. Okay, so I have 2 cups right now with a little tea, right? So now I'm gonna pour spring water, natural, lots of minerals, right? And alkaline, right? We saw that it's kind of it's 8.5, so it's alkaline, right? So here you can pour it in, and it just gets diluted, right? Still white, right? Now this Kangen water.
Lift it up so we can see the water, Tam. Thank you.
Okay, so you see a little bit of that. So now here, see the difference, right? So 2 cups, they all have tea, but one, with regular water, it's not penetrating, it's not hydrating, right? Here, super hydrating.
The other one. We don't see the tea. Leave it in the middle. The other one.
What?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So you can see that this water is super hydrating because of this, right? So it basically absorbs tea, it penetrates right into the cells of your body, right? So that's why it's good for your health and it's super hydrating. So now we have regular water that has some tea that I dipped in there, but there's no tea, right? Because it's so white. Now I'm going to pour. You see? It becomes yellow red. So white, because it has some tea in it already. This one has a very little because it was so dry. You know, I didn't dip it fast enough, deep enough. But you can see that you can actually make tea from just out of a little bit of tea. Make a big glass of tea, which is a little bit of tea. So because of this, you know, your food will taste better because it takes out all nutrients. It's microcluster. You can when you use water to cook your food and things like that, right? So now, earlier I talked about strong acidic and strong Kangen water, strong alkaline water, right? What's the strong Kangen water for? So the strong Kangen water, strong alkaline water, is I mentioned removing pesticides and herbicides and suicides or all these bad stuff, right? So here I have tomatoes I bought from Walmart. Okay. Because it's the alkaline is known to emulsify oil, right? So basically it breaks down the oil. And the reason why I use tomatoes is because tomatoes, when it's grown in the farm, of course, if it's not organic, then people put pesticides in it, right? So the pesticide they spray it's oil-based. Why is oil-based? Because it will basically sticks to the leaves and stick to the fruit so that it protects the fruit and the leaf from insects, right? It's insecticide. So now you use it and then when it's harvested, you bring it home and you wash with regular water, right? So regular water, you wash the tomatoes. Not only that, but they spray wax, right? Why they coat it with wax? Because it actually improves shelf life, so it lasts longer on the shelf. It doesn't get rot or overripe, right? So you get the pesticide on top, and the wax basically cover the pesticide. So now you use to wash water. So what I mean by emulsified oil. Here I have 2 cups, right? And I have pure sesame oil. So I'm going to pour in 2 cups. Okay. Here is my 9.5. Oh, 11.5. As you can see here, it's a degreaser. It's a detergent enhancer. You can put in this for to wash your clothes. It's whitener, anti-inflammatory soak. So if your foot is swollen, things like that, because it's very strong antioxidant and it's anti-inflammatory because of the rich hydrogen and things. And it's revitalized fruits and vegetables. In fact, if you wash this, your fruit is actually, because it's microcluster, your fruit is actually fresher and it lasts longer in the fridge. And of course, it's free from contaminants. So anyways, here I have regular water, right? And water and oil don't mix, right? So you can see here, actually I don't have to go close, right? The oil is actually lighter than water, so it floats on top, right? So it doesn't mix. Now, here we have the 11.5 water. You see the emulsifying effect? See this? One floats on top, and this one is actually very milky, right? The reason why is it's very strong and alkaline, right? So now we know that emulsify oil, so now it should remove all the pesticides because it's oil-based, right? The pesticide. So here I have the 2 cups. I'm gonna decant this water that you wash. This is like regular water you wash. Normally, this is what you do, right? You wash it and you think it's clean. It's clear, it's clean, right? Now, see the difference in this water. You see the color compared to this, right? So you can see that In fact, because you're too far, so I can't really give you a taste experiment. But the water that's soaked in Kangen, strong Kangen water, right, 11.5, it actually tastes fresher. The tomato is actually crispier, it's crunchier. And the reason why is this tomato has been there for weeks, months, right, after it's harvested. So it has been dehydrated, right, because you lose water, right? It's basically wilting, right? So when you eat it, it's very soft. But because this water is microcluster, it absorbs right into the tomatoes. When you taste it, it's much tastier and it's crunchier because the water now is rehydrating the tomatoes, right? Just like how your body rehydrated or the tea is penetrating, right? So it penetrates to the cells, to the vegetables that you buy from the stores. You can get rid of all the pesticide, herbicides, and all the stuff, but it also fresher and live longer and it, in your fridge, right? And it's much healthier for you. So there goes all my my demo. I don't think I missed anything. There is also another demo about the antioxidation if you want. Do we have time? It's 10:30 already. Yeah.
Now that we have people interested to buy this machine here, can you quickly explain that if we buy it, about the warranty, about the how long the life lasts, and is there a referral program that people can collect the commission back for the machine? Thank you.
Yeah, good question. So this machine, as you say, the life expectancy of this machine is 50 to 25 years. Okay, because of the craftsmanship and you know how it's built with you know and the machine, the company's been around. So, but the warranty, standard warranty is 5 years. So people ask me like, what happened if my machine breaks after 5 years? Unlikely, but in the case it does, you can actually also send to the service center and they still repair it. Of course, you have to pay parts and labor, but so far I haven't seen anybody who complain about machine has to be serviced. So as you say, you know, I mean, there's 40 offices all around the world, service centers that you can ship the machine to, and it can be sold by 174 countries. Now, the filter is $100 to replace. The filter's life is about 5,000 liters. What does that mean? For a family of 4 people, from eating and washing vegetables and cooking and things like that, it will last you about 8 months to a year. So it costs about $100. Okay. Right now, the filter is on sale, by the way, by the company. So every year it has like you can save $20. Does that answer your question, Annie? I can't hear you. You're on mute.
Okay, when we purchase that, company offer the financing.
Yes, the finance company has like interest-free finance, anywhere from a month, 3 months to 16 months. Okay, so you can pay equal payments for 16 months, and yes, that's the finance program, and there's no credit check or anything like that because it's through the company directly, not through the bank. Okay, so it's a company finance. So there's no credit checks. If you have bad credit, good credit, you still approve. That's one thing. Second thing is the referral program you asked, right? So yes, the company has a referral program following a direct sale marketing model. Basically, regular products, let's say a can of Coke, right? A can of Coke costs 20 cents to make, right? And it goes through distribution channels, wholesaler and all this stuff, and storage and things like that. By the time it gets to the consumer, it's like basically $1. That's cheap Coke, okay? So it's 80% markup. So the company is smart. They said, you know what? And I remember going to a conference when the owner, Mr. Oshiro, said that, you know what? I can easily give the machine to Walmart. I can sell this machine to to the big giant stores, and they can sell it for me, right? I can make a lot more. Like they can advertise, they can do all this stuff, and I can make a lot more money. But I choose not to. The reason why is because I want to give an opportunity for everyone to share this water, right? From the heart, from using it and sharing to people. And I'm willing to share the profit to the people who advertise, like what I'm doing right now, right? What I'm doing right now is I'm doing the advertising, and we're gonna do the service. I'm gonna do the customer care. I'm gonna take care and teach how to use it and all the stuff, and also help people to show and share this water. So Mr. Oshiro says, you know what, that is what he wants, because he came from a poor family and entrepreneur, and he saw this water has benefits, and 46 years ago, and he created this wonderful product. By the way, the company is actually has been coined the leading gold standard. Basically, they are the industry leader. They do all the research development as well as manufacturing and distribution of the product. Anyways, so instead of through the retail channels, it's actually through people like us. We are the one who is selling and advertising and stuff. So all the referral becomes commissions for us, right? So that's what we talk about, referral program. So when you refer to somebody, you share this water with somebody, and some of the profits will come to you as a thank you that you actually advertise and take care of another customer who can experience this wonderful water.
Thank you, Tam.
Okay.
And just so you know that those of you new people that we do not, they not require us to pay any fee. There's no monthly fee, no annual fee, and they use the logic same as with a real estate agent that how many machines that you prefer is just accumulating in your system, and that it can lead you up to the next level, and that you can have more commission kickback. So most of the clients that in our team here, that most of our clients collect their money back, their machine, through the referral program. Possibly you would say that you're too new and you do not know much about this business, and you do not know much about the products, and how could you introduce it to people? And we here as a team that we help each other out, and you can simply just invite your friends to a demo like this, or we could have a conference out there in your local, and you just invite them, and we just do this. We help you out, we explain the benefit of the water, and you see how it works your body. And we, if you are in by the center, you can get the sample water for free. But then at the end, if the person you prefer end up buying the machine, then that is your customer, and you, the one, receive the income. And we wish that as many people as we know that can drink this water, just that to bring people good health, and that's what we focus on, to bring the water to people, change the water, change your life. And in
So
terms
Frankie, so all this, wonderful talks it can be backed by scientific research and studies, stuff like that. If you're looking for more, information, please let me know, and I can send you all the materials that that support what I'm saying. So it's not, when I first saw it, I just say, wow, this looked like just a magic show, right? So this is this substantiated, by science, right? So and I've done a lot of research, and I decided to invest in this machine for the health of myself and my family. So thanks for showing. Taking the time. I'm not sure if I talked too much, but hopefully it gives you enough
you
information.
are doing fine. Thank you, Tam. Thank you, everyone. Now you can unmute yourself and you can ask questions. And while Tam and I still here, we can answer your questions.
Yep.
Any question? We have the number 41267. 657. Who is that? We do not know. We have the iPhone.
Em á, hồi nãy em xin vô em copy
That's Tammy.
Hiền á, chị
Hello.
Hiền đó.
All right. So Frankie, are we clear? I mean, you have any question for us? Did we explain clearly for you? Or you can just get back to Anne and ask her about, tell her about your concern and we can
You
continue.
know, Frankie, if you have a chance, just try the water. It's yummy tasting. And yeah, if you do it right, if you drink it properly, you know, and Anne can show you how, within 2 weeks, you can feel the health benefits right away. Actually, it's just a few days and you can continue. Like, I mean, you can see the benefit, you can feel the benefits right away. Whatever health challenges you have, it, you know, it can only help, right? We all drink water, and if we drink the right type of water and we drink enough water, you know, your body will correct itself, and you know, you feel better.
And we have Dũng Đặng. I don't know whose guest is that? Dũng Đặng. And just ask any question on Dũng Đặng. Or Thảo, is there a Leon join us here? Dũng Đặng is bạn. I know you know.
Muốn làm được rửa.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for attending this demo. I hope you learned something, and if you have any question, please let me know, or ask the person that that invite you here, and you know, obviously, if we can help in any way, just let us know.
Very interesting. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank
Did
you.
you learn something that you didn't know before?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yes.
So every Wednesday, we have a demo like this. I'll be repeating this. So you know, if you have any friends or people that you want to check out the water and what this is all about, please, you know, do invite us. Do invite your friends and families and whatever here. And you know, and also if they have any health challenges and you have a question whether this water can help, please let me know. I've done a lot of research, medical research and peer reviews and things like that. So most likely I would have an answer for you, medically speaking. And so like just out of the blue, I mean, this water can help anywhere from diabetes type 2 to arthritis, and even to like cancer. And there's a lot of research on cancer as well. In fact, there's an American Anti-Cancer Society actually, you know, strictly use this water for their patients. So it's medically, you know, acclaimed. The only thing is the company doesn't really want to promote this kind of thing. Oh, this water is miracle water, and it can, you know, it's a medical water. It's not certified as such, but this water helps. And you know, the best way to know is try the water, and you know, do the research. I mean, I have a lot of research, and there's a lot of information out there. So if you don't know, you know, what term to use and things like that, you get all kinds of, you know, very confusing mixed information. So if you want to know more about how this water can help diabetes, for example, I can show you, and I can share you, even do a presentation of, you know, how this water can help scientifically and medically speaking.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, and thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Have a nice evening. Okay.
Thank you, Nam.
You're welcome. Okay, bye-bye.